during my tenure. As we navigate the complexity of governance, your partnership was instrumental in the development and implementation of policies and programs that aim to bring progress and development to our great nation. Reflecting on the accomplishment of these 6 years, let me tell you that I am proud of what we have achieved together. We have built roads, supported free wires and free tuition at high schools and public universities, stabilized the macroeconomic challenges we face in 2018, built hundreds of pro-poor housing units, and achieved on so many fronts that we are able to list here today. However, I acknowledge that there is always room for improvement, and perhaps more could have been done under different circumstances. Regrettably, some of the long-term projects we initiated did not reach completion during my tenure. I am hopeful that the incoming administration will carry the torch forward and bring these initiatives to fruition for the benefit of all Liberians. Fellow compatriots, rumors, and misinformation have played a large part in our politics over the last 6 years. It is my hope we as a country will overcome this challenge over the next 6 years. To begin this, we must start with the facts of the transition. I must report to you that we are leaving behind a better economy than we inherited. Today, President-elect Joseph Nyimabuaka will inherit a stronger economy than I inherited. There is a bigger net international reserve position than was handed me in 2018. I inherited 94,999,000 United States dollars in net international reserves. And I am handing over to the next administration a net international reserve position of 222,700,000 United States dollars. This is 136% increase in the net international reserve position. The total cash balance in the government's consolidated account is United States $40,044,365.90. In 2018, my government inherited a consolidated cash position of $7 million United States dollars. The next administration thus has more resources to deal with emergency macroeconomic challenges than my administration had at its disposal in 2018. My fellow citizens, through our time together, I held still fast to two cornerstones of leadership: keeping the peace and upholding the democratic process and the root of our democratic journey. I am immensely proud that during my tenure, Liberia remained at peace with itself and at peace with its neighbor. Our armed forces, the force of good, were never turned against our own people, and external actions were confined to international peacekeeping mission under the United Nations. This peace, sustained by our own domestic resources, is a testament to the maturity and strength of our nation. We protected the inalienable rights of every Liberian citizen as enshrined in our Constitution. Freedom of speech, assembly, and expression were not only preserved, but celebrated. There were no political prisoners or prisoners of conscience during my entire term, a testament to the development of strong democratic institutions that are now not only hailed as competent and professional, but as trusted and credible. Liberia is now regarded as a pillar of democracy in West Africa and a shining example to the world. This was only made possible through our various collaborative efforts. I want to thank all Liberians, regardless of your political affiliation, for staying the course and helping build a stronger and more vibrant nation. As I step aside as President of Liberia, I will remain actively engaged with the politics of the country as standard bearer and political leader of the Coalition for Democratic Change, the CDC, in order to ensure the continuation of our strong and vibrant democracy. I therefore urge you, my fellow citizens, to continue to be law-abiding and seek peaceful means to resolve differences, embrace tolerance and dialogue, Let us love one another and come together as one people, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let us remember the strength of our unity, the resilience of our democracy, and the hope that lies in the future of Liberia. As we welcome a new era, let us move forward hands in hand with a shared commitment to building a united nation that will continue to strive on observing the tenets of democracy and adhering to the rule of law. May God bless you all, and may God continue to bless the Republic of Liberia.
Those who wrote the speech, inaugurationally, everybody happy. We are rejoicing over the defeat of the old regime. We are rejoicing about our effort to bring a new regime. Then we'll sit down with happiness. We go write paper for that 79-year-old man. He's struggling to read. Then you go there, I will tell you that nation, I will tell you US, I will bring one for it. Because you think one for it, Johnson. I tell the old man, really, when you got to play.
When you elect a clown and you think that he will be a king, what he does is to convert the kingdom. This is what we must deal with, and this is what we must say. Who do we elect into our public offices? Because, as I've said before, when you allow hyenas to take care of goats, why should you be surprised when the goats are eaten? This is the same. And Africa is only going to realize our potential in all areas when, by dint of choice, we enable and allow our best men and women to serve in different areas. I've heard it being said about Lee Kuan Yew in Singapore. I've heard it being suggested about Mahathir Mohamad in Malaysia. I've heard it being said about Japan. I've heard it being said about other countries, but there was a conscious decision on the part of those individuals and the followership. We always talk about leaders, but we never talk about the followers. The followers must also style up. Africans on average are for some reason attracted to thieves. Africans are for some reason attracted to men and women who cannot serve her. And when they are not served, then they complain. When Africans are told, choose you now whom we shall release, Jesus of Nazareth or Barabbas, they say, release Barabbas. And when Barabbas behaves like Barabbas, they say, why are you not behaving like Christ? It cannot be done.
In May of 2001, signed a second of two executive orders, number 13213, Defense Exhibit D310, in which it was stated, and I quote, the government of Liberia's complicity in the RUF's illicit trade in diamonds and its other forms of support for the RUF are direct challenges to the United States foreign policy objectives in the region, as well as the rule-based international order that is critical to the peace and prosperity of the United States. Therefore, I find these actions by the government of Liberia contribute to the unusual and extraordinary threat to the foreign policy of the United States described in Executive Order 13194, with respect to which the President declared a national emergency. This executive order did not say the alleged complicity, it concluded the complicity. The conspiracy was born, all systems put into motion, and here I stand today. I never stood a chance. This is the broader contextual matrix that regrettably did not and still has not seen the light of day in these proceedings, despite the gallant efforts by the defense to unearth and reveal the contextual framework behind the charges against me. Now, with the two executive orders, the dogs were let out, so to speak. What followed was a dispatch of the attack pack led by Lieutenant Colonel David Crane, Defense Intelligence 30 years prosecutor. He, Crane, unlawfully unsealed the court's sealed indictment to his handlers, senior U.S. government officials at the U.S. Embassy in Freetown, and was never held to account. The rest of the operational team are Colonel Brandon Hollis, Defense Intelligence, CIA, U.S. Air Force, Senior Trial Counsel, and our prosecutor. James C. Johnson, U.S. Army expert, 20 years on conventional and special operations, Chief of Prosecutions for the SCSL. Alan White, 30 years, Defense Intelligence, recalled from retirement to head up investigations at the Special Court of Sierra Leone. Stephen J. Rapp came on board as chief prosecutor for a short time of experience from Capitol Hill, where he served with a U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee sometime before. It came as no surprise to me that as a reward of sorts for Stephen Rapp's diligence in the execution of U.S. foreign policy objectives through these ad hoc tribunals, he was appointed U.S. Ambassador at large for war crimes issues. In support of the contextual framework of politics, on February 8, 2006, Lieutenant Colonel David Crane, prosecutor, appeared before a U.S. Congress Subcommittee on Africa, Defense Exhibit D-404, and spelled out in clear terms the decision taken in support of regime change in Liberia and what needed to happen to solidify that process. There was little mention, if any, in his testimony about Sierra Leone. And here is what he said. I posit that 5 years from now, when the international community is challenged by other crises, Taylor in Calabar, under the protection of Nigeria, will make it move. We will wake up one morning and watch on CNN as Taylor rides triumphantly down the main street in Monrovia to the executive mansion, daring all of us to come and get him. Unless he is handed over to the Special Court for Sierra Leone, this scenario is not out of the realm of possibilities. He then asked, how do we assure Liberia's future? And he answers that. Ultimately, he says, what we do about Taylor in the next several weeks will determine the fate of Liberia and the new administration of its president, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Crane then sets out several plans, two of which I'll state here. He said, first, hand Charles Taylor over to the Special Court for Sierra Leone for a fair trial, his kind of trial. This takes him out of the local and regional dynamics that is West Africa. Second, tie any financial and political support to good governance in Liberia. Time does not permit, but the exhibits are present. Not even the Nigerian nation was spared from threats and intimidation, as explained by Femi Kayode, press secretary to President Obasanjo, the Nigerian head of state, who was with him in Washington when President George W. Bush promised, and I quote, to bring Nigeria to its knees if Taylor was not turned over to the Special Court. And what happened? Obasanjo buckled and capitulated. Now, this demonstrates the significant pressure that was brought Femi Kayode, press secretary to President Obasanjo, the Nigerian head of state, who was with him in Washington when President George W. Bush promised, and I quote, to bring Nigeria to its knees if Taylor was not turned over to the Special Court. And what happened? Obasanjo buckled and capitulated. Now, this demonstrates the significant pressure that was brought to bear on President Obasanjo, irrespective of his personal and leadership obligations to the West African sub-region. And therein lies the dilemma for current African heads of state and government, but how to enter into binding commitments and obligations with the African pairs and remain steadfast, resolute, and unyielding in their fidelity to those agreements in the face of such unrelenting and punishing pressure from powerful Western leaders.
My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your hands. Come on, come on, come on. I know you're sleeping now. Y'all gotta wake up some more, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. So much. I said they lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they can lie. I said we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that left us to all our damages. We tired with that speech they preach in thee, and now you need to deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrates us. So why can't you?
Oh yes.
Why can't you steal? Why can't you allow the citizens to be? See, we just tell you. That's why we voted you. But you screw us. You screw up.
Let me say very, very pleasant.
Abuse us so.
Good evening to all of you across the country.
Why? But that's the question that we ask.
Let me say very, very pleasant good evening, good morning, good afternoon to those of you in the diaspora, our friends, our fans, our followers, our critics, and even those of you who do not like the things we say and the way we say them, that we are going to say them tonight. It's good to have you join us tonight on our respective platforms. Whether you're joining us via radio 87.9, whether you're joining us via our Facebook Live, on Freedom Radio Liberia, or our YouTube page, or channel, or our online radio.
You see the reason why we ask why the government betray. They have enough of time, but they don't stay.
Let me say welcome to this Monday.
For crying for hunger. Look. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation, they poor. You got nothing.
Today is the 21st day of October 2024.
The government should lie.
And yes, it's good to be here.
The question that we ask,
even those of you who are watching us and following us via DTV online, let me say welcome. Those of you following us via Talk FM or Haard Talk, the widest platform in the diaspora. Let's say welcome to this edition of the show. My name is Austin. Oh yes, tonight too many things to talk about. But obviously we're placing emphasis on the Liberian House of Representatives.
So why does you lie? Why
The Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission has issued a strong statement. Just after that statement was issued, a group of lawmakers presented what they call evidence to the LACC, calling for an investigation into allegations of bribery to remove the Speaker of the 54th Legislature. We will play you everything that we have in our possession tonight and read you the most important ones.
The people lie to us. The government betray us.
But yes, that's how we like to begin the week.
No one to trust. My people don't want to hope.
Oh yes, in our legislature, no one to trust. Even in your executive, no one to trust. In life, it is difficult to trust anyone.
They're too selfish. The people tired with their rhetoric.
Yes, that's the censorship of the show tonight. Again, today is Monday, and we're beginning next week. There's going to be a change in the show, an adjustment. And you will see that change and that adjustment beginning next week, Monday.
You got nothing to show. Nothing.
So let's start announcing to you and remind you that by next week, Monday, you will see change and adjustment in the show.
The question that we ask,
when you see it, don't ask.
the people who was.
So Dubai has already joined us. So
The government betray us.
now your usual familiar voices will be here tonight as we draw you through up to 10 o'clock.
The people who are so. The people lie to us.
If you want cash, we give you cash if you play. If you do not want cash, we don't give you cash if you do not play. And so tonight it's *799#. You send and select option number 11 and send, and select option number 1 to play in US dollars or option number 2 to play in Liberian dollars and send. And wait for a few seconds and enter your mobile money password. Then walk away with 4,000 Liberian dollars tonight. To all of you in our frequent players category, we'd like to say congratulations to all of you who won for yourself $5,000. Those monies are already in your mobile money wallets. We'll speak with a few of them shortly. This program is proudly sponsored by Crime Stopper Liberia of Omen Sam Sion and is in partnership with Radio Entertainment Liberia.
So why?
Let me say thanks to the sponsorship from Omen Sam Sion's Crime Stopper Liberia, and thanks to the partnership from Radio Entertainment Liberia. Very shortly we'll bring in Dubai and go to the Facebook and recognize all of you who've joined us tonight. Randa Dubayu, let me say thanks to you for joining us. Welcome to this edition of the show.
Thank you very much, my dear brother Austin Kawa, and welcome back to Liberia, the land of many surprises, the land of backstabbing, manipulation, and manipulation, yet the land of resilient and good people who always trust the leaders and the leader disappoint them. We are here tonight, Austin, to keep on doing what we do best. Talk to the Liberian people, give them our perspective, dissect the issue, make sense out of the issue, extract the perception from the issues, and replace those perceptions with fast and data-driven analysis. And so it has been a very tense week. Of course, we ended our last week with a very tough conversation. We are hoping that we still go on this week with those issues. The issues are not going anytime anywhere soon until we reach the logical conclusion. We are not there yet. And so if you are in radio line tonight, if you are with your internet, if you are on your gadget, if whatever means or media you are using to listen to us, let me say, stick to where you are. This is the best platform to listen to. We are here tonight, adequately prepared with sufficient information to serve you, and you do not want to miss this. Thank you very much. I'm here with you tonight, Randa Dubayu. I've been in the field today, and my field work was so long. I don't want to talk about it. I will talk about it next time. Thank you very much.
Okay, Dubayu, you want to log out and log in, and let's see, because your audio is not too, the quality is not too good, so you can log out and log in. Let's see. And then if it's from us, then Chris will have to make the adjustment. Yes, so that's the way you log out and log in, and let's see where this faintness is coming from in his audio. So folks, let me recognize some of you who've joined us tonight on the show. Okay. Let me recognize some of you who've joined us tonight on the show. And let me say thanks to you, my brother Dubai. Yes, we're back to the motherland to do the people's job in person. I did not really enjoy doing the show, in all of those places I was transiting. I love to be in studio behind these microphones. I love to see the microphones. The microphones are just a special source of motivation for me, so I love to see the microphone. I love to play with them. I love to touch the microphones. They motivate me, just sitting behind one gadget. And then okay, Dubai is back. Let me see what Dubai, welcome back.
Thank you very much, Austin. I hope this time around the audio sounds better.
Yes, this should be better, even though not okay, but better. Is far better than what it is. I think those of you watching us live via the internet, I'm sure you're getting Dubai clearly, and hope when the other folks join, it wouldn't experience glitches. So let's say yes, Arnold Taylor, thanks to you. You've joined us tonight. Gabe Bazan, Abu Bakr Sharif, Ajib Brown, Mary Tule, Mohammed, Lucas Modri, Lucas Malu Sharif, Masa Maliki, Obadiah River says, Cooper, Asata Miller, Robert Bryan, Otto, Tue Macaulay, Venetius, Junior Bar, Kobe Weedo, Get You, Wilson has joined us, Mohammed Oscar Diallo has joined us tonight, Solomon Lewis, Shema Claudius Sanwo, son of Kiroki, has joined us as well. Papa UB, Mawata Benete, Ibrahim Dukle, Linda Morris has joined us. Dubon Hill has joined us. Matthew Matadi, Dikpi, wish you do it. My good friend and brother, thanks for joining us tonight. Emmanuel Bro has also joined us. D. Fanon, Ali Kamara, CDC Pape, Sources Keita, Maria Johnson, Jude Wonwe, Dan Jo Daniel, Lasana V. Kamara, Christina Penny, Viva, Adolphus Weir, Don Jenny, Favor Morris from the Netherlands, as also John, also Joseph Dagbe, Vava, Christina Cody, okay, all of you, Marcus Gida, have all joined us tonight on the show. Yes, they run into some other stuff because tonight we want to really have enough time to engage with you. The man you were giving out cash tonight, and so we want to we have to save enough time. The folks have been complaining that we've not been giving them enough time to call to participate on the show, which is right, and they are correct. And so these days will be allotting at least 15 minutes for all of you to take more calls on the show. The female callers, the political callers, the everybody who listen to the show, we will allow more time for you to call on the show and participate. It's important we do that. So, but before we do that, let's do some cash will be here. Let's play some financial game here for the next 10 minutes, and then we can move into running into our discussion tonight, which is very key. Like we said to you, those of you who've been playing our cash giveaway, once you play on this show, you are a winner. And so we have to fulfill this commitment from our partner, Radio Entertainment Liberia, which is a prior affiliate and associate of the work we do here. So let's talk to some of these people in the regular or the frequent players category, and then we can move on to something else, to the real issues of Capitol Hill, an interesting scene or series of interesting scenes taking place there. And it's important that we don't allow our lenses to run over them or drive over them. We have to stop, make a stop, and interact with the issues of Capitol Hill because they are very important issues, interesting issues of Capitol Hill. They are shifting and reshifting, directing and redirecting, and the movement of people from one place to another place. So too many things happening there. The LCC has intervened and say they're going to investigate those connected to the claims of bribery and all of that. This year I will not be calling the people in the frequent player category because as there as soon as many receive that money, they can switch their phones off, taking a wrong decision. So we have to keep announcing that that Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on this show, all of you who are playing our cash giveaway regularly, we can send you 5,000. Once you play regular, we can send you 5,000. We have to say that to you. So when you receive the money, do not switch your phone off. We didn't make mistake. That's not a mistake. So don't switch your phone off. Keep the phone on to interact with with our audience, because we'd like to call to confirm you receive your money and to say congratulations. So this person's phone is off or not picking. This person is not picking. So let's try. No. That's a part. So let's try someone else and see whether we get this person on this 905 number. Who this person is one of our frequent players, and today we've gifted them with 5,000 Liberian dollars. Initially, we announced that the payout tonight was 4,000. That was a mistake. Tonight, when you play, you win. It's $5,000 that we're giving all of you who will be lucky winners here tonight. So we're watching the dashboard. As soon as we can reach the first threshold, and then we start doing the draws. I see the folks are already climbing up, and so this person is not picking. I'm not going to waste my time on the show tonight. If people were not picking a call, I would not be. You're already feeling winning money now, so don't waste my time on the show. The second person did not pick. Let me try the eighth person on the list and see. I'll be jumping over your this time now. Okay, 139. Okay, so let's try this person from this N2 and see whether this person picks. If he or she does not pick, we will move on with our conversation and talk small things. So let's see whether this person picks, and then we can move on. We can move on. We can move on. If this person does not pick, all the people finish winning $5,000. Is it, man? Yeah, you're calling. Answer your call. Maybe you're calling to say that mistake. I should transfer the money back, but that's not mistake. When you receive money from radio entertainment, it's not a mistake. It means either you play and you won, or you've been playing, and so we decide to send you money for playing. The person is not picking too. So that's how we will end it on the thing. We save enough time for you to call us. So, folks, this is how tonight to be a part of the show. This is what we do. Okay. To be a part of the winners of tonight, this is what we do. Tonight, I'm not giving more than 30 persons $5,000. The number is 30 persons. So, yes, that's why I'm stopping tonight. So, to be a part of the show tonight, to be a part of these winners, these 30 winners at 5,000 each, take your calculator and do 5,000 times 30 persons and see how much $1,000 we're giving out on there. That's serious money. Okay. So let's go. So, you take your Lone Star phone, make sure you have at least $100 on your phone. Let's see. Or 70 cents. One. So you dial *7. You dial *7 hash. And then you send. And then you wait for a few seconds. It's going to read. Then you select option number 11. And then you send. Then you wait for a few seconds. You see the options there. Option number 1 is asking you whether you want to play in US dollars, or option number 2 is asking you whether you want to play in LD. Small money. Just get $100 in your phone, LD, or 70 in USD, 70 cents in your phone. You see the two options? When you enter option number 2, for example, you send. Then you wait for a few seconds. Now they're asking me to enter my mobile money password. Because I am the one here, I'm a presenter here, I'm not qualified to play this game, so I cannot enter my mobile money password. But once you enter your mobile money password, it's a bingo for you. You are just waiting to be called. First thing is you receive your money instantly before we call you. So the money will lay in your account before we even call you to say, congratulations, you've won for yourself $5,000 according to what our system is showing here. So that's how it works. *799 hash, you send, and then you select 11 and send. Then you wait for a few seconds. You select either number 1 to play in US dollars, that's 70 cents, or you select option number 2 to play in Liberian dollars. You send, and then you wait for a few seconds, and they will ask you to enter your mobile money password. Once you enter your mobile money password, it's bingo for you. You are just a potential winner waiting to receive your money to be called and say, and then we call you and say congratulations to you. So, folks, that's it. What do we have? What do we want to start on that? So this is a recording that was done earlier on, an interview that was done earlier on by the head of the LACC. The head of the LACC. The head of the LACC had done an interview. Wow, there is an interesting post from Musa Hassan Bedeti. Musa Bedeti that I want to read, and I'd like us to start the show with that. Now, what is happening at the legislature is interesting. It's disappointing, but again, the politics. Some say it's politics. But they have been doing series of posts of recent involving this whole speaker removal saga. 23 hours ago, he wrote this. He said, "My dear colleagues, let me make it simple for you. You guys need 49 members to remove the speaker. The speaker needs 25 members to retain or to remain as speaker of the 55th legislature." Hope you got it. He said, if you want to remove the speaker, you need 49 representatives to sign that petition and submit, pass through the process, the procedure, and to submit the request or the petition to the chief clerk. But that petition has to will follow a complaint, an official complaint to the House. Now, also a day, that was 23 hours ago now, a day ago, he had posted again saying from 47 to 43 to 41 to 38. The countdown is on, meaning the number was dropping. A day ago also he said, dear colleagues, 38 of you have decided to pursue the removal of the speaker. However, you will need 11 more votes to achieve your goal. Please present your case in the chamber of the House of Representatives, where we conduct the business of the House. Posting these pictures is not sufficient. Please demonstrate that you have the determination to ensure your objectives are met within the legal framework established by our Constitution. Be men and women of courage. Let's face each other face to face, men to men, women to women. Now, before we play the audio, I want to read also. There have been some lawmakers posting of resending their signature, but Priscilla Cooper wrote a piece that I want to Honorable Priscilla Cooper that I need on Facebook. I'm calling for. I can call lawmaker. I can call honorable. Yeah. So you need to and that's because I asked you on that I need looking on Facebook. I was calling it. I will get it in the other chat. I think I posted it in the other place. But that's it. So, gentlemen, listen to the LCC. Let's play this thing from the LCC. Lady, this one was done with the VOA. Okay, so listen very keenly to her.
Nigeria's Anti-Corruption Commission, the LACC, says it will investigate allegations of bribery to overthrow the Speaker of the House of Representatives, J. Fonati Kofa. LACC chairperson Alexandra Cormanzo says Liberian laws prohibit public servants from soliciting and receiving bribes. She tells me that anyone found culpable will be prosecuted irrespective of their official status.
On Thursday, October 17, a civil society organization called Civil Society Working Group of Liberia Incorporated officially complained to the LACC about allegation of bribery in the House of Representatives. Immediately, we put our investigators on it, and then we begin to see videos circulating on social media with claims and counterclaims of alleged bribery to remove the speaker. The LACC has taken seize of the matter, and basically we've been doing our own assessment so that by Monday we'll be able to come up with an official statement to the public. So yes, this is a major concern. It's very concerning. For the past month, there has just been a lot of different cases involving alleged acts of corruption that the LACC has taken seize of. And we are definitely going to investigate and bring persons of interest. We're going to bring them to the LACC for investigation. And if it is established that there are acts of corruption involved, we will proceed to prosecution.
What and who are you going to be investigating? The source of the so-called corruption or bribery money, or those who received it?
It's a combination of the issue of bribery. Bribery comes with the giver and the receiver. The giver and the receiver both, will be held criminally. So we have our own way of investigating. First and foremost, we're going to investigate the source of the funding. Once we establish that indeed there was a funding that was released and we establish the source, then we'll begin to also look at people in videos because there was video evidence. We'll begin to call those people in to be able to understand exactly what transpired.
If the allegation turns out to be true, Madam, all of those who received the alleged payout would have violated Liberian law, as you said. What exactly are the consequences?
Under Chapter 5.1 or Section 5.2 of the LACC Act, it says the LACC has the right to investigate all acts of corruption, irrespective of the office or status of the person.
Okay, so enough of that. So she mentioned two key things. Mr. Gamer, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you very much, Austin, and thank God for your safe travels back home as well. It's great to be back again. Good evening to you there, my colleague Orlando. Welcome, my Liberian people. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you find yourselves. It's great to be back with you again to have this conversation about our country and people. We are excited to be here. Not very happy with happenings
Thank you.
out of Liberia, but we are excited to be here to share with you what we know and how we can navigate this situation. Thank you.
Thank you. So on Monday, on the weekend, Mrs. Zoe informed the VOA that she was going to issue an official statement on Monday. And secondly, she made reference to video evidence. So we have the statement, they issued the statement today, which we're going to read. And then since she made reference to the video, we're going to play you the video for those of you who may have forgotten that there's a video out or who have not heard or watched the video. Chris will play that video on our live stream so you can see and hear for the video the LACC boss is referring to. In case you're asking which video is she referring to. Now, this is what the LACC issued today. She said, official statement on alleged bribery involving some members of the House of Representatives, October 21st, 2024. The Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission has been made aware of serious allegations regarding the involvement of certain members of the House of Representatives in acts of bribery aimed at influencing the removal of the Speaker of the House. The LSCC is also made aware of sources of fundings in the total amount of US 750,000 United States dollars, which was allegedly made available to the lawmakers through the accounts of the Ministry of Transport and the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation, respectively. We wish to address these concerns publicly and transparently. 1. Acknowledgement of allegation. The LSCC has received complaints from several stakeholders calling for investigation into these allegations. These allegations, if proven true, represent a grave threat to the integrity of Liberia's legislative processes and the principles of democratic governance. Bribery and corruption in any form undermine public confidence in elected institutions and disrupt the rule of law. 2. Launch of a formal investigation. The LSCC is committed to upholding its mandate to investigate the conduct of any person, irrespective of status or office, if the conduct of the person constitutes acts of corruption. In light of these allegations, we have initiated preliminary assessments to ascertain the facts and gather evidence. This investigation will be carried out in collaboration with relevant institutions, including the Ministry of Justice, the Financial Intelligence Agency, and other integrity bodies where necessary. 3. Commitment to fairness and impartiality. We wish to assure the public that our investigation will be conducted with utmost fairness and impartiality. We will seek to ensure that all parties involved are afforded due process and that no premature conclusions are drawn. Our goal is to establish the facts based on evidence, and we will not hesitate to take the necessary actions if wrongdoing is uncovered. 4. Zero tolerance for corruption. As an institution dedicated to the fight against corruption, we emphasize that bribery in any form is illegal and unacceptable. Any individual, regardless of their position or status, found to have participated in corrupt practices will be held accountable to the full extent of the law. 5. Call for cooperation and public patience. Very interesting portion. We call on all representatives, public officials, and individuals who may have information relevant to this investigation to fully cooperate with our inquiries. We all urge the public and the media to exercise patience as we carry out our duties. Yes, we will exercise patience, but we will continue to keep the pressure on you to speed up with your investigation. Speculation and premature judgments could jeopardize the integrity of our investigation. 6. Upholding institutional integrity. The LACC remains steadfast in its mission to uphold transparency, accountability, and the rule of law. These allegations, if substantiated, would signal a breach of the trust placed in elected representatives by the people of Liberia. It is our duty to ensure that that trust is restored by holding those responsible accountable. 7. Finally, conclusion. In closing, we reiterate our commitment to protecting the integrity of Liberia's institutions. Any proven acts of bribery or corruption will be met with the necessary legal and administrative actions. Thank you, Sir Councillor Alexandra Kezo, Executive Chairperson. Now, let's play you the video that she made reference to, and then we'll move into so the video she's making reference to, that she has seen video evidence or pointing to the allegation or trying to substantiate the claims. This is the video she's referring to. Kuso, I sent you this video. I needed you to play the video so those who watching us can see. But since Kuso is out there, let's play this video because we'll fast forward.
Okay.
So in here, it is believed that the voices in this video, but the voices you are about to hear, involve Representative Luther Collins of Babolo County. It involves allegedly Representative Clarence Guy of Maggie. Hello,
Austin. Yeah? Let me see if I can probably play the video from here. I'm in studio.
Okay,
is that the one?
Okay.
What is sitting in the car?
So, sure, that's it.
Okay. Austin, there to
so
help.
Mr. Gilman is trying to.
Yeah.
Do I hear your face? Only your forehead we are seeing. We're not seeing your body. Only your forehead showing.
So you see me now?
Yes, sure.
Where he need to put the video up on the screen is there.
Okay, wait. Let me add that to the screen from here.
Yeah.
Let me add it. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is Banan Television, along with other media institutions. We are in conversation with a group of lawmakers who, one of them was attempted to be bribed today, and they managed to collect the official listing alongside with 15,000 United States dollars. It has been speculated the lawmakers have been offered money, but we have also Representative Collins. Welcome to the media, sir.
Thank you.
You want to tell us what happened? How did you end up with this money and this listing? Why are these things here, sir?
Yeah, for the past 2 days, there have been the news in and around the Capitol building about lawmaker wanting to impeach Speaker Kofa. Then we heard that a certain group of them are giving money out. You have to receive $15,000. Then after you sign and their mission is accomplished, then of course you can receive the balance of the money. I was told that the total sum is $25,000. So I also been making some due diligence and follow up, because this is not good for our country. I think we have come here to work for our people. So being sitting outside of the 54th before coming in as 55th lawmaker, I came with a clear agenda that I'm coming to work for the Liberian people, not myself. So I decided to go there and pretend as though I am part of them. And of course, they called me last night and I said, we're going to conclude it today. So this is where we end up. I managed to do away with the amount of 14,000 plus, because Representative Jim Coulet took I think about $200 or some more dollars from on it in the presence of along with his travel. But we have also planned ourselves. We made a plan that a group will be behind me, and because I have not identified myself to be anywhere, I will go there and act like I'm part of them, and make sure that what they are doing to be brought in public. And this listing you will be surprised. The names are here. Page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4. So page 4 at the end here, you will see my name. That is how I managed to actually get the money, because I'm signing, of course, and do away with the money.
But one would be wondering, how on earth you managed to come with this listing? How did it happen? Was there an altercation, and who actually called you for the money?
Yeah, because they have been wanting for the number to build up. So I have to use my own logical experience. So I cajole them and make sure that this listing be in our possession, along with whatever involved with the listing, which is the money.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Anything else?
Well, that's it. The Liberian people will get to know. I'm sure we are here to work for the Liberian people.
But if I may ask, why on earth you choose not to go with all the lawmakers? Why you choose to reject it?
You have to tell me. You have to convince me beyond all reasonable doubt. Why do you want to do this? Is it good for our country? Is it that our people are going to benefit, or they are doing it because of some selfish motive? Because the budget, people want to get hold of the budget in their possession. So whatever they want to do with the Liberian people money, they can do it.
Thank you.
And we cannot stand for that.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Mr. Gamer, do you have the other one where the guy is having a conversation, the telephone conversation with Clarence, where Clarence guy's name is allegedly mentioned, where he's talking and telling the man the money is actually 25,000, but it's initial 15 and after signature and the balance 10. If you don't have a QSO, you have to QSO find that and play that. We're trying to set the stage and the basis for this conversation, which we're not able to do. We're not been able to.
Absolutely. Let me see if I can upload that one.
Okay, we're already playing it. So
okay, yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
We are lost in Nigeria, so there's no way and confusion and confusion. We are lost in Nigeria. Yeah. The man lost the will of the people. Nigeria. I don't know. I'm not talking about matter, but I'm speaking as a legislator. I'm not speaking from a personal view. Like I shared to you, many things we don't agree to. And when the majority vote, there's nothing you can do. When the majority vote, nothing you can do. And it's not about being personal. When the majority vote, like I gave example, the recast budget on the committee, I didn't sign. I didn't agree to the passage. And the majority passed it today. I have no objection because the majority has agreed. That's the legislative proceeding. You should test if I vote, and what the majority says is the order of the day. If the man won with 35 votes as a speaker, and for the sixth president sign a resolution to remove it, it means there's nothing to swear on. You vote to call, you come back, and the people say they didn't want you. And Hello, I'm begging you. Majority is the way in legislative. Legislative party that majority. Thank you. I will call you. The man, let me tell you, hey, be brother for me. You can do all you do right. 46% has signed. 46. There's no way to find me. If you have something right.
My man, last night we talk all that thing there. What woman uno Sonny, let me get it and sign.
Let me talk to that.
Wow.
Yeah, I told you, man, took you from a problem, man. You found out it?
Oh, we just starting.
Mention
What
it.
could
I call him.
He might be a weekend.
Where? Where are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, please come to my office for the detail again. Yeah, do you have a package? Yeah, go in. Yeah. Phone already Sunday morning. Hey. Really quickly, yeah. People for your birthday.
Who?
For your birthday. You do for this man.
So that when the man can't get there, let him start to my office.
No, you don't need to come. You don't have
All right.
you don't want to come.
All right.
Between T5 and who you closer to?
Man, I've been knowing Tifa. It's not about
No,
proximity.
that's something I want to say.
What
Hey,
happened?
from Baburu?
Yeah,
You want a budget committee?
yeah.
Or you want to come to the PhD, you got a PhD in it.
Oh, what thing is that? I wonder.
Man, it's okay. So let's move into our discussion. It's okay. It's
No,
okay.
it's actually.
So Dubai, Mr. Gamer, you want to come to the PSC committee or you want to come to the judicial committee? Okay, thank you.
He might be.
Let's pause that recording. It's coming. Now, folks. So we have already set the basis, and this is the basis, the foundation we're going to use for our conversation tonight. The legislature has a history of removing officials, especially speakers and pro tems. And all of the time, speakers have been removed in that building, have been tied to financial inducement. There has been no time that speakers were removed from that place that money did not change hands.
Influence the decision, right?
Anytime the money's change hands, there will be some lawmakers that will come out and say, bribery. I took money, or she received money, or he gave money. The next thing is, all of the times that people or lawmakers are writing signatures to remove speakers have always been tied to either not having access to the budget to control the budget or not having lucrative position or chairmanship or not being a member to a quote unquote lucrative. Lucrative in the Liberian context means committee where they can be able to extort money from the executive, meaning the entity that they have oversight over.
Right.
Or committee will be able to go solicit money from companies, concessionaires, and all of that. That's the context of lucrative. So they do not have lucrative. You see, the recording that is alleged that Clarence, that the voice is Clarence, is asking the other person, well, are you on public works? Are you on public works?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He said, I'm representing Babolu on the budget committee. He said, easy to take you from public. So these are the different reasons why people have always been soliciting signatures and distributing bribe to remove speaker. Now that we've set the basis for the conversation, as you play your cash giveaway, Ronald Dubayu and Mr. Gamer will be firing. So Mr. Gamer will start the conversation. Dubayu will pick up from there. Then I will close on the chapter. We go to the telephone lines and pick your calls because we still want to allow at least 15 minutes for all of you to participate. This is a very critical conversation. The speaker and another speaker is about to be removed, is about to be slaughtered under the influence of cash. Mr. Gamer.
And thank you, Austin. Thank you, folks.
Somebody has some.
What am I doing?
I don't know.
Now, Randall, you're muting the man. The man saving his life. Yeah. This is a very serious and grave topic. The issue of attempting or overthrowing the speaker. And we were very emphatic, Austin, when you could not make the show and the rest of the team could not, when we had our solo presentation here on Friday. We were very emphatic about this thing. Okay. Uh, Perhaps I need to repeat myself. I've had differences with Speaker J. Funati Kofa, but one of them was not to forcefully remove him, to overthrow him. That was not one of them. Because we believe in the democratic tenets that are available to us, one of which is due process, as outlined in the handbook of the legislature, their rule book, their rules. You cannot remove the speaker without due process. And you must bring all of your concerns, disagreement whatsoever on the floor. Let them be discussed. Grant him due process. I want to hail Musa Bility, the likes of Yeke Koluba, and most especially Collins, Luther Collins, Frank Sarfoko, and all of those gallant men and women with testicular fortitude that stood up against the overthrow of Speaker Kofa. You save what you did, your actions save Liberia. You save our democracy. You prevented a very chaotic situation that would have caused, read the comments from Edwin Mervyn Snow. Okay, he's a senator. And what is Snow saying? No Kofa, no Speaker Kofa, no Joseph Boakai. All right? That's a senator. You saved this country on Friday from a catastrophe because you would not have had a peaceful situation in the country today had you went ahead and orchestrated that devilish plan of trying to remove the speaker by force. All right? So, with all of what's been said, the LACC have come in and said, yes, we saw these things, and we have taken seize of the matter, most especially that the honorable gentleman, Luther Collins, was able to make a formal complaint to the LACC and inviting them to investigate. He delivered what we call the FOC, the fruit of the crime, $14,800 US cash. He presented that. He presented the video. He presented the signatures. All those that signed. The petition is there. Now, for anyone to say that Ima Labrin Palance, they will now know. I will now know. Yeah. I will now know. So
Yeah.
my signature work I put there, I can't take it from there. I will now know. Okay? You knew what was obtaining. You went to meetings. You have phone calls. You have exchange of text messages, whether WhatsApp or direct. You have all of those things. You knew the price tag, 15,000 upfront, and when the deal is done, when he's removed, 25, let's say 10,000 balance paid up to you. You knew it. So to come back to the Liberian people and to say, I will now know, I will draw my signature, you know, is mind-boggling, is sad, and unacceptable. We will hope that there will be a thorough investigation, all right? And our CDC Legislative Caucus. We understand the party remains supreme, and when our leaders speak, we should fall in line and follow through. But this is an open secret. This bribery, this attempt to unseat the speaker, to overthrow the speaker, that have some of our lawmakers from the CDC Legislative Caucus involvement in it. There should be no sacred cows. There should be no cover-ups. People should be punished for their action. And I'm taking aback by 2 members of the Grand Jury Legislative Caucus who participated from Kunambo District, Madam Johnson, Marie Johnson, and Chen District, the #1 district, Jeremiah Sokan, a friend. I know Marie Johnson well as well. Jeremiah Sokan. What we praise you, yeah, we hail you when you was elected and appointed Kanyo Barbala as your office manager. We hail you that you will do the right thing. That it was because of your appointment we see some changes in the staffing of some of the members of your colleagues. We see them hiring professional people and not just, anybody. But for you to affix your signature to such a thing, a newcomer to the 55th legislature, to sell your soul, your birthright. I want to know who advised you. I hope Kanyo Barbala did not advise you, say, let's go for the money. Let's take it. I hope he did not.
Why can't you?
Why can't you? That's his advisor. That's a senior man in your office.
We works in Sokan's office?
Yes, that's his office manager. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to be very clear about this. All right? You cannot shield anybody for an open corruption, an aggression against our democratic rule, our democracy. That's an aggression. So there should be no sacred cow. There should be no shielding of anybody. We should name them, shame them, call them out, and when the investigation is done, they should be punished. Okay? I will stop here for now.
When the investigation is done, they should be punished. When you call it, the way you pronouncing the word, the kind of word you're using to penalize the people, it's too soft. It's not hard, and this is hard talk. God punish, Mr. Gibman, punish. It's too soft. It sounds sexy. It sounds like when you in the class when you don't want to not because it's it sounds soft. It doesn't sound hard.
No,
so as
that punishment,
we find another adjective or
that punishment can include or should include one, return the money to.
It's still sounding soft. Is that you still not sounding hard? Return the money.
Return the money.
We promise the poor 15 minutes to call Austin wasting our time. We promise the
return the money. They should face expulsion or suspension from the party.
Now you sounding hard.
Expulsion, suspension,
investigation. They must go to jail if they go.
Hefty fines, besides returning that money to the party, hefty fines should be imposed on them, and they should be excommunicated. I mean, some harsh punishment should come about.
Let's hear your brother from Grand G that to buy you.
Well, thank you very much, Austin. Thanks to Michael, who has said he has consistently have issue with Speaker Kofa. Those issues, according to him, are not personal. They are not meant for better infrastructure. It's not meant to be consistently unscrupulous or unreasonable. It's issue oriented. He could say, okay, since I'm against this man and this man is being removed, let me go behind those people that illegally removing. That's how sensible people can talk. So I applaud Mr. Michael Y. Gilman for such a bold step. Now let me say this, right? Michael Austin and fellow Liberians, one of my voice. Let me first start by characterizing the behavior of those funny lawmakers, those greedy and self-seeking lawmakers who chose personal interest against national interest. The only difference, Michael, between these people and the Zogos in the street are the location. The Zogos are in the street. They go to your house in the night to burglary. These guys were elected legitimately to make law. They choose to burglarize your legal process. They choose to perforate it they choose to use a window, passing through the window to remove somebody. Is more like a Zogo jacking your bed from the street. So their behavior in the Zogo behavior, there's no different. The thing with Zogo check your phone, that's clan. For somebody to solicit bribe, take 15,000 analysis, that's Zogo behavior. So I agree with Austin in one of his statements when he said, not everyone who works in the House of Representatives is honorable. Now, there's one thing that is constant. The House of Representatives is an honorable house. So when you go there and do honorable things, you become honorable. So by being elected in a house does not automatically make you an honorable. No, it doesn't. Now let me say this, Austin. When you play that clip today, when I listen to it, when I listen to Liberia name once more on an international stage, international media, what comes to my mind is the day of 1990. It's the day of April 6th, September 18, and you name the rest. What comes to my mind when Liberia in the age of time, after almost 21 years of the period that war fought in our country, to hear Liberia on VOA again for the wrong reason, it saddens me. It brings tears to my eyes. Why always Liberia on the news for the wrong reason? Now, let me tell you this, Austin. It pains my imagination. It pains my soul. When countries like Mauritius in Africa, other African countries, they are in the headline for their innovation into sustainable practices such as technology. Mind you, Mauritius has done an innovation in biodegradable seed tray, and that has been used for crucial food security intervention in many West African countries. That technology, the biodegradable seed tray, was developed in Mauritius, and they were on VOA for a positive reason. You know what saddens me when I just listen to that Liberia on VOA and we're talking about people soliciting bribe? I think about Morocco that has made a significant stride in renewable energy when you talk about technology and agriculture innovation. Today in Morocco, solar and water technology have been organized in such a way that they are utilizing the Israeli technology to provide clean drinking water and electricity for poor community across the Moroccan desert. Even in Botswana, they recently improved their innovation in terms of showcasing advancement in other sectors such as agriculture, right? Creating other materials that can produce food and make them food sufficient and food independent, to drive them away from food and I got dependency to food independence. And I am an advocate for food independence. So when I see this type of innovation and people are on the news on VOA for this reason, it makes me happy. But my country, Liberia, Austin, after almost 21 years of fighting war, today we resurface in the news for the bad reason, Michael. We resurface in the news for people soliciting bribe, Michael. We resurface in the news for people trying to obliterate the fabric of our laws, for people trying to urinate and defecate, open-air defecation on our constitution, gang raping our legal procedures only because they want to insert personal feelings above what the constitution says. That is what pains my heart. It pains my soul, Michael. It pains it so well and so badly when I hear Liberia name in the news today by the LCC talking on VOA. Why are we not talking about building of skyscrapers in Liberia? They talking toilets building there. Arguably, some can say plaza, other people say duka. What are the infrastructures we get in our country? What a breakthrough we're making? Why are we in the news for innovation in telecommunication, for innovation in school technology, for feeding ourselves. Why are we not in the news on VOA for these things? We are in the news because few self-seeking lawmakers funding people, vulnerable people who are elected, some of them based on empathy, some of them based on proliferation of cash in the community. They have no defined agenda, so they've gone to the horse to embarrass our country, Austin. This is a national embarrassment.
It is.
National embarrassment. And so it makes no sense for anyone whatsoever, whosoever, to justify the removal of the speaker for corruption. Yes, I agree the speaker should be moved. But I'm not, that's not in isolation with what the Constitution requires. The Constitution in Article 49 requires that the speaker can be removed for a proven cause. Evidence that the speaker has breached the law. Evidence that the speaker has become astronomically a deviant to the Constitution. There must be overwhelming evidence. And that evidence cannot be induced to the entire shop. That evidence cannot be induced to water and sewer or to Ministry of Transport. That evidence has to be argued and debated in chambers. And people vote upon it, and the speaker is removed. That is the law. And in our country, no speaker has been removed based on laws. Speaker, even Snow won. I hear other people say, oh, and they may be forced. The president, the Supreme Court said was a very decent president. Snow won the case. It was just later on based on expediency, and like Austin said last time, we kept pushing people, the political actors of the day kept pushing, resign, but he was never removed because of an illegal process. And so it's Speaker Kofa. Speaker Kofa will not be removed. And let me tell you the guys' strategy. I talked with a few other guys. Their strategy is they know they cannot attain that number. They know they cannot maintain that number because every time you tell the guys to gather the formaton, the guys always want the brown weighted envelope. They always want money.
Yeah.
I don't have that amount of cash to always maintain those guys because most of these guys are greedy, Austin. Most of these guys are extremely greedy. Their quest for money is like a disease from birth that has no cure. It's deeply tattooed in our DNA. They are greedy, a bunch of foolish people with no agenda. They went to that house with no agenda whatsoever. I believe they cannot maintain that number. So what is their strategy, Michael? Their ultimate strategy is to embarrass Funati so that he will say, okay, based on my conscience, based on my professional life, I want to resign and avoid embarrassment. That is their strategy. And I'm going to advise Speaker Funati to set a better precedent. There must be a time in that country that people will say, okay, my man, to do that thing here, we know that it's tough. We saw Funati did not resign. If Funati resigns, like Snow and Tyler, it gives room for future occurrence. Yeah. And that is where I'm coming from. I'm urging Funati not to resign. Let them use the due process given by the law, Austin Kawa. And so, to those lawmakers, I'm hoping to our lawmakers who say they are doing reconciliation, I'm hoping that reconciliation is genuine. Because right now, we may, right now we may not have that authority to remove them as citizens because the process of soliciting signature, 10,000 signature might be long. But mind you, 5 years goes very fast. Because I'm not counting 6 years again. 1 year has already passed.
1 year gone, yeah.
If you think we're lying, as other people, as Solomon George, as other people who were around, who failed, 12 years was so long. Today we see what have happened. And so, fellow Liberians, I'm telling you, we are emphasizing on Freedom FM. We are emphasizing as lover of the state that the actions of these lawmakers, it's very embarrassing. All of you in those districts and those lawmakers' names that we called the last time, go to their offices and demand them to take the money back, demand them to apologize for embarrassing your district, for embarrassing your constituents, and alas, for embarrassing our dear country, Liberia. We are in the news for bad things. Again, we're not in the news for innovation like our fellow African country. We're not in the news for good laws. We're not in the news for fight against corruption. In fact, we are in the news for promoting corruption, for being the poster child for corruption in Liberia and other places around the world. This is terrible. It's defacing and embarrassing to our country. Thank you very much, Austin. This is where I can stop for now.
And Austin, let me add up.
Mr. Gibman will be finding you. Mr. Gibman will be finding you on the show here live. We'll be finding you on the show live. you know the rules.
The,
All
the,
right.
the embarrassment is so rampant. My brother Randall W. The embarrassment is so rampant that we know the sources of the money, right? Ministry of Transport, Mo Ali, at Water and Sewer. They are denying ever putting forth that amount of money. Mo Ali said, I never handled that kind of money before. And I don't have that kind of money. I did not provide any money. Transport saying the same thing. So where did the money come from? Is it from Joseph Boakai? Is it from the finance ministry? Is it from Double Jala? All right? Because nobody wants to take ownership of the money. And that's why we are saying take the money to CDC headquarters. Let it be used for the many people there who don't have it. Pay people
No,
school
Mr.
fee.
Given. No, Mr. Given. No. We will not. For me, I don't. No. I don't agree with you. Take the money, a corrupt money to a corrupt money, a money that is impregnated with falsehood, with violation of our constitution, of our laws, to take it to a political party headquarters to do what with it?
But
Mr. Given, no.
the people
I
that
don't agree.
provided the money, the people that
Because this
provided the money,
money is
they are
subject.
disowning
The money is a
the money.
subject. No, the money is a subject of a criminal investigation. It has to
Correct.
be turned over to the LACC, like Luther Collins did today. We can turn it over to political parties. All of those who
Where
took the money,
where
they have
did
to turn the money over to
where
the
did Judas
LACC.
Iscariot return the 30 pieces of silver?
But
In
when
this
this not a,
case,
this is
in
not
this
biblical.
case, the CDC is a political party that is not supposed to be associated with
My
crime.
man,
So we
no,
can
my man.
encourage people to take criminal money to a political party headquarters.
And the
Okay.
main opinion. Okay, let me conclude. Like the main opinion,
No,
but
I can
Yeah,
disagree with him. I can disagree with his opinion.
yeah.
This is hard talk. I can disagree with his opinion. CDC is not looking for corrupt money.
I know. But the people who provided the money are disowning the money. They are not taking ownership.
We found the ownership. That's why the LSCC, and that is, you see, this is why the LSCC has to proceed with the investigation. I like the manner and form in which the LSCC has spoken.
Right.
You see, there's a famous philosopher. I think his name is one raw. I'll get the first name. Aronati Raw. Aronati Raw. He said silence. He said to stay quiet is as political an act. Is as political an act
Right.
as speaking out. To stay quiet is as political an act as speaking out. So he's
Silence
simply saying,
cannot be misquoted.
all the people, there are people who believe that politics is talking, is advocacy. Those who are talking Benin, they are politicians. They are politicians that are talking Benin. But he's saying, those of you who love to keep quiet or stay in silence, he said that action is as equally as political as those who love talking. Now, I'm saying this will begin with the Senate. All of the lawmakers in the Senate who say that the people think down there, I got nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
They are the ones who are really being political and interfering with what is happening in the Senate. I mean, in the House. And I must celebrate those in the Senate who have officially commented on this matter because it bothers on the integrity of the legislature, not just the House.
Right.
And that's what people have to understand. Now, this bothers on the integrity of the legislature. Now, you see, Dubayu, let me say this to all of us. The Sony is one of the most denigrated and rejected area in Liberia, in most countries that have Sonys. Yeah. The Sony is nowhere that anybody wants to live. It's not considered a place of decency.
Right.
It's a dumpster, it's a waste. It's a corridor for waste. A reservoir for waste product. Before, the legislature used to be a place of dignity where people, when you see people say, I want to go to Capitol building, they wanted to go there because it was a place of dignity. Just by going there, your dignity has elevated, has increased, has upgraded. People respect you because it was an integral place.
Right.
Today, the legislature is even worse than the zoning. It's worse than the zoning. Today, people believe before going to build a house to live near the zoning than to go to Capitol building. People have prefer sitting, walking near the zoning to eat than to go to Capitol building to find food to eat.
Yeah.
They consider Capitol building worse than the zoning. I don't want to say don't say about the zoning. It is fast becoming a public septic tank where waste product feces are dumped and feces are collected. That's how these guys are making the legislature, have made the legislature. You know what breaks me or what angers me the most? Not the older ones in the legislature. And tonight, I want to beat on some of my younger friends in the legislature. I follow Colette advocacy 2 days back when all of us were running beyond Capitol building, in Capitol building there, chasing story. You were running beyond lawmakers from Senator Taylor office, who be a former vice president, chasing budgetary allocation or appropriation for the Mount River Youth Parliament when he was head. You were speaker. I saw people at fully fumbling, championing corruption advocacy in Bon County, condemning publicly, bribe, and all of that, talking about the integrity of the legislature, why they want to go to Capitol building. When President Seri said that young people need to grow up, they were not mature for national leadership, we chastised her and beat on her. And we thought she was still talking about the age. She was still looking at the age. We did not consider, some of us did not consider the fact that she was referring to the maturity, the attitude that we take to public service, our thinking, the capacity, the way we analyze, the way we rationalize, what we embrace and what we reject, our ability to reject them and to embrace them. These are the qualities that young people, I'm very sure that President Sedi was looking in most of the young people. She said, no, we'll keep you at the assistant minister level for you to grow and at director level for you to grow. And these guys are proving some of us wrong and proving President Sedi right. Imagine Colette, the struggle he went through to get to Capitol building is today. Standing on and chest beating. Distributing bribe and receiving bribe to the extent he's taking $200 from all money intended for somebody to take and sign. That is a disgrace to the youth and student community. That is a big look. Rivers Univer was in Capitol building. You saw what Rivers Univer did in Capitol building. He rejected vehicle. He refused to run new vehicle at the time. Grand Cherokee. He said, if this cannot be done for the young people, no, I will not ride this vehicle. These are the kind of advocacy that we look for in young people that go to the legislature.
Right.
For the I know how many full attempts to learning in that legislature. Today, let's say a year in the legislature, and your name is all filtering in bribery. And I see people just beating and they're doing roll call and they're answering yes, pressing to their names for taking bribe and giving bribe to impeach a speaker. Look, Snow, in my mind, those who push for the impeachment of Snow then, in my mind, they had at least if there were other ulterior motive from President Sedi who didn't want to work with Snow because she attempted, on many occasions preventing him from going to Capitol building and all of that. So yes, if there were political issues, but President Sedi used his attempted statement, all of them, his statement made in Taiwan, and attempted a decision to start to interact and build relationship with Taiwan. She used that as a legitimate political or legal reasons to remove him. The external issue, even though she wanted to remove him, she didn't go say, oh, because if you're bombing or maybe you're not speaking. She said, we'll use global witness report. And the moment he was indicted, his impeachment started. And Nuko said, the speaker is a center of a criminal investigation. As such, he can't be speaker, he can't preside, so he should recuse himself. Yes, we know that some of these things were political reasons. President Sedi did not want them because they had different political issues or different political views. But President Sedi smartly used issues-based, issue-driven. She went for the issues and used them to remove her opponents. If these people believe that of Kofa should not be their speaker, they must find legitimate reasons. they can't be distributing bribe to remove a speaker. Why you can go sign for the 8%, for the 9% sign to removing? Must you give and receive bribe? The legislature is just a nasty place, and the people who are making that place nasty are the Coles, the Famulers, the Yakpawolo, the Peter, the not Peterson. You're not hearing Peterson. This is the name that exposed the bribery that was in accordance.
Collins.
The name that exposed the bribery is a Collins. The bribery that is exposed, the giver of the bribe that one, is a guy. It's a Cole. It's a family. And we get it. Do you see the irony? And when I said to all of you, look, let me say this. Today, what Richard Henry's is, and the rest of the people, the Tubbles, the Allisons, the different things, where they are today, I'm sure they must be smiling in their graves. Because these people say we were in power and we were denying them access to power and all of that, and they wanted access to power. Today, we native people, we get access to power. What do you hear? They're not changing anything. Jeremiah Sokin, I think there should be a tier attempt for capital building.
Yeah.
See, the first major political decision is to sign for bribe, to take bribe, to remove a speaker. After all those attempts that the people of Grand Judea were rejecting him, no wonder why you guys are rejecting him. Because he didn't have good intention coming to capital building. See how many new lawmakers in our bribery scandal. It means the guys, there's already a preconceived mindset that capital building is a financial pool of loose money. You just go there and you can fish for your own money, or you can just go and swim in the money. Anywhere you get it from, you take it, you go, and forget about representation. Liberia is on the worst. I listened to that interview on the weekend. I felt disappointed in my country. I should not lie to anybody. That our LACC boss would be discussing our lawmakers on VOA, or a VOA presenter will be asking our LACC boss about bribery in the legislature to remove a speaker. Imagine people listening to the VOA where they're discussing Liberia with Liberian lawmakers receiving bribes to remove their speaker. Do you know the level of international disgrace that this has brought to our country? But you know what? Baka may sit down and say, Mahena Isa. But let me say this to all of us. There are serious negotiations going behind the scene with Metasti, SPX, and other oil companies and all of that. I think Oriental and all of that, they want to come here to explore again for oil. These negotiations are ongoing. Recently, the U.S. State Department issued a report on doing business climate on Liberia. That report is terribly bad for Liberia. That report says that Liberian officials are prompt to taking bribes from investors, from concessionaires, to pass laws and all of that. This is not the first time you saw the global witness thing. So the international community, in 2011, the New York Times reported in 2011 that our lawmakers here, they can settle down for bribe before they pass laws, and Liberia was not a good place to do business because our lawmakers and our officials here can solicit bribes. Today, we are still the news about our lawmakers soliciting bribes. That news is still roaming. It's still walking the corridor of the legislature. And nobody seems to be, jittered about the optics, about the effects it's going to have on the country's reputation. And you see, this is the country that is bidding for a non-permanent seat on the UN Security Council, at the UN Security Council.
Right.
This is the country that is bidding for a non-permanent seat on the UN Security Council. Their lawmakers, when you pass it down, they have to kind of ratify. They have to a legislature that is supposed to ratify many treaties. It's caught in a pool of corruption. And I'll conclude on this note. To the LSCC, if you are investigating any other case, please, LSCC, please put those cases aside, or please expand the investigation department. Meaning, you need to hire more investigators. If you cannot put those cases aside because you do not have enough investigators, if you do not have enough investigators, please please lay all the other cases to rest, and let's focus on this case, because we need you to conclude this investigation before December. We need to start hearing you inviting these lawmakers. The leadership of the House must. I don't even believe that the leadership of the House must say they're turning over first. The LCC must invite them. Nathaniel Magay was invited to the LCC.
To LCC, correct. Thank you.
He's a senator. He was invited as senator to the LCC.
Yeah.
So it means anybody, the LCC has an authority to call in anybody for an investigation. Anybody, regardless of your status. And Councilor Zoe, some of us, we will stay with you in this investigation because we want you to wear bravery. Don't be scared. Some of them there will be intimidations. They will send you text messages threatening your life and all of that. We are also inviting the U.S. government and our partners to please aid us in this other investigation. This is our own case. We want you to aid us in the investigation. Even if it will cost to provide security for us, no problem. Besides that, all the lawmakers, the current lawmakers, we are calling on you to please deny all the names you see on that list. We want you to deny all of them visa, and not only you, the European zone, whether the Schengen visa or whether the US visa, we want you to deny all of these people visa until the investigation is concluded. Do not give them visa to your country. Do not give them access to your country. Deny all of them access to Europe and to America and to Canada until this investigation is concluded. Don't give them visa. Don't give them visa. And this is a campaign that we're going to launch. Reject them visa, the reject them visa campaign, or the don't give them visa campaign. We're going to call it very well and communicate with our partners to reject all these people, to deny them visa to your country. Don't give them access to your country. Even if they're going on legislative activity, deny them visa. They must not have access to your country until they subject themselves to an investigation. They are all a bunch of criminals. They do not have integrity. They do not deserve to be in your country, because when they go to your country, they carry a corrupt scent to your country. So they do not deserve access to your country.
No.
If we must fight corruption, it must start from the legislature. The entire country believes that the legislature is extremely corrupt. The entire country believes that the legislature does not have integrity. Our lawmakers are placing themselves on video recording, audio recording, negotiating to share illegal money. What kind of disgrace is this to our country? And Councilor Kofa, we are going to pressure you to communicate or to coordinate or cooperate with the LDCC to ensure that all of your colleagues that are connected or linked to this bribery allegation, they must be subjected to the investigation by the LDCC. If they are not investigated by the LDCC or subjected to an investigation, there will be no session going on in Capitol building. Because we'll call on Liberians to disrupt every day session. None of those lawmakers will be allowed to enter that chamber. And we are serious about this. Those lawmakers must not enter that chamber because they are corrupt. It's good that they're telling you that they will not say honor your gavel. So that's good. I can clap for them. They will not even say honor your gavel. But all of those who signed that petition to impeach you, who to bribe to remove you, they will not enter Capitol building. They will not enter that chamber. That chamber is a sacred place. It's for decent people. It's for people with decent character. It's for people from decent homes. It's not for people from dirty homes from the Sony. The people from the Sony will not enter that chamber. It's a sacred place. They will not go there, and will not allow them to go there. We'll call on the staffers. We'll call on Liberians to prevent them from going down there. If they will see any of them in that chamber, we'll go to them, mobilize to go to their homes with an autopause protest. Block that gates. They must not leave their fence or their homes. They must stay at their homes. Tuesday and Thursday, they will not come to session. Or if they need be, chase them out of their home. Then they sneak in the net and go somewhere. But we will put fire on the people's backs. We will pressure them. Enough is enough. We tire. We tire. We tire. We tire. It's too much. Yeah. It's too much. Yeah. It's too much. We tire. We tire. We tire. We are very tired now. The play region, I get no respect for any other people that signed that petition. I don't have any respect for them. They are extremely dangerous to the growth of our economy, to the growth of our politics and our democracy. They will undermine our democracy. Me, we tire with them. It's too much. Enough is enough. They want it at the stopping point.
Yeah, so Austin,
Yes.
let me 30 seconds. There's something I want to squeeze in 30 seconds on the angles.
Mm,
There's another angle that I think I will stress on tomorrow, but let me raise it. You see, everything that happens, the executive branch of government has the government. Something that is happening, and we haven't talked about it on the whole saga. Mr. Joe Puaka, Crooked Puaka, and Speaker were on a trip together. The Speaker of the House, there are allegations that vast member of the, you see, we're talking CDC because some of us we are sedition, but vast member of the president's party, the United Party, there are information all around about corruption, removing a certain speaker who and you went on an official trip. Since the president came back, he has uttered no word concerning that.
No word. Thank you.
No war has been uttered by Crooked Joe. That too is an angle we need to look at. I remember because when you were just talking about the American, it brings that to my mind. When the measurable 16 billion, so-called 16 billion was missing in that country, when President Weah knew that he was innocent, he wanted to clear the image of the country. He invited the American, they brought the Crow group from America to come and initiate an impartial and transparent.
I have that report right here on my desk.
So
this is it.
another angle, I'm praying that we need to focus on and ask many questions, especially when members of the executive have been indicted, the Ministry of Transport and the Water and Sewer, and you have the president who presides over this ministry has made no statement. What is it saying? That too is alarming. I just need to talk about it. It is a point of concern.
I'm telling you, I forwarded something to you on our water and sewer stuff. I was saying to you, Mr. Gilman, we have all of the links already. We know the sources of everything. We know the sources of everything. We know how the money. We know the entire transactions. Now we know all of the links. We're going to aid the LCC with that investigation because the LCC has asked us to aid them with that investigation. Since we know all of the links, the money went through the different systems, the sectors they went to, and all of that. There are private companies even involved with this whole transaction and all of that. So we're going to aid the LCC. We'll have our behind the scene, and then we're going to aid the LCC.
This is a syndicate, Randall.
So it's a whole syndicate. So Mr. Baga, from what I'm getting, Mr. Baga is not off the hook. He said where he's involved. But because no entity will go and withdraw money, and from their account to go and give to somebody.
His attitude. What's the thing happening? His attitude.
So
his attitude.
Initially, I was not convinced that the president was involved. But with what I'm forwarding to, what I just forwarded to you, Jubayu, I'm convinced that the president. I'm convinced that the president is involved. But we're going to have a whole conversation about that. He hasn't reached yet, so let me read and see. Okay. Okay.
Is that my own to RIA?
Let me get this thing good. Okay.
Then you see, I'm saying, and this thing, somebody is not talking about the blue sky. A lawmaker is saying, this person gave me money. I think the investigation should be one of the shortest investigations to carry out. Because there's a complainant who is saying, he's not saying, and he's not saying they say, in simple Labrador English, he's not saying they say. He said, Marco give me the money. This man was there, that person was there. He got a record. So I expect this to be a 5G investigation. 5G. 5G.
Okay, so we can go to the telephone lines right in terms of our callers. We'll mix the calls with some of you who are winners here tonight on the cash giveaway. We said we're not giving 30 winners out there, whether you like it or not. 30 will give you. Saying those who will play will walk away with the monies, and those who will not play, that's it. So let's talk to some of let's take calls on the different numbers here tonight. Okay, the female number. Okay, yeah, it's active. So yes, we can take calls. Where is the WhatsApp number for those of you in the diaspora? Okay, it's on. So those of you who tonight you can call us on 0886 500 104 0776 104 104, and those of you in the diaspora can call plus 231 86 500 104. Hello, go ahead. You are live. Let's hear you. Oh Jesus, but you need noise now. How you hear me? No. You have to leave the noise and call the show. We can't be talking to you in that kind of noise. Yeah. You're not forced to call. How you call radio then you play nonsense like that? Hello?
Yeah, I think good evening.
Good evening to you, ma'am. Let's hear you.
This is my what if we said good morning to
Much
Mr.
now.
I want to say thank you this evening for the discussion. Pastor Oscar Kawa, this is my what if people channel.
Okay.
Let us people rise up. Let us rise up. Let us rise up against our job because Pastor Oscar Kawa, I was crying this morning on King's message. Everything we did for the people. Voting for the people, every down, voting for the people, after every state, you're voting for them, putting them to power. The hand decide to pay us back, the hand decide to pay the country back. But with wickedness, people who people train in school, they're taking money, destroying them because they want practical back. So it knows, let Liberia, let us rise up and go to that capital belly and stop the wickedness of the law before them are children. Thank you, Africa. Thank you, your control educate us.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mawati. That's our silence. All we need to do when we call you to come outside. That's all. The time is coming where we'll call you to come outside. You must come outside. Hello, good evening. Let's hear you.
It is Peter.
You are live on the radio. Go ahead. This is Hard Talk.
No, but I kind of call AB show, but I'm hearing different things.
Okay, let's hear somebody else. Good evening to you. Let's hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay.
How are you?
Let me say what's up to Mr. Gamer and Tuya. My name is Eddie P. calling from Chicken Soup Factory. My mother responded to defend him. First thing, I agree with you. One thing you can remember the Lone Star share put there and you call all your Sheikh Sherry who went there.
Sure.
Very good. Those are the top of protest I will put my hand in Austin Kawa. Austin Kawa, let me be bold to you. What should I die for CDC lawmaker again? Am I crazy? I'm so foolish to be die for CDC lawmaker. What somebody taking 25,000 I'm proud to mow your friend?
Yeah.
Then tomorrow you say you go for the take over in problem today. You want to use me by again to go to the capital building. I'm dying for that level. Austin Kawa, the only person that I can die for now in this country. Maybe unless for President we are no lawmaker for the CDC. They use that guy will ever for me again. We have to grab for the level. We can be making somebody in region there and do in at their property. Because for the take over in problem today, if for a police there, so as you go to the capital building, out of pay. They better I call them go tell my co-author they go to that capital building to do in at their property. How is going to go to school? What for the take over to improve for joint life? Then for the whole class, if they want to move in far.
I know, I can feel your, I can feel. I know you're disappointed. I know you're disappointed, Eddie. And that's how Liberians are becoming very tired and disappointed in our leaders.
Right.
That's it. They are tired. They are disappointed. You can sense it. You can sense the disappointment. Hello.
Hello, Austin Kaba. How you doing?
We are fine. Please go ahead.
Okay. My name is William Colley, and I join you from Broadview. Austin, something is turning on in this country. We really need to work on it. We need to get rather than the police in the country now that we want to live in. So we don't know they are going to pay in or that we don't pay in. We don't even know again.
Okay, that's a main issue. Police harassing riders. Hello, let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you, Austin. Let me say good evening to the panelists for recognition. My name is Ibrahim Dukule, and I join you from Cloud this evening. Thank you very much for that unique and civilized conversation. You know, I myself too, Austin, I'm very much disappointed because these people, they are very much disgrace to our public, especially the country. You cannot, people suffer for you, they vote for you. They thinking that you will be in the interest of the vote. You go at the capital building, you want 15,000, you decide to say your integrity because of $15,000. I think this is ridiculous. I'll 100% support you. Any attempt for them people to attend session, we will gather people. We will embarrass that capital building. That capital building, not only for them. We met them. We met them for them to sit in our interest. We have to go and do, you know, I won't be so like a that's what you don't like. I'm very disappointed in these people who said this Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Let's talk to somebody else. Who's this person? Let's hear you. Go ahead. Hello. Hello. What's the name? Ellis Coffer. This is Austin calling from Freedom FM.
Oh, okay. Austin, how are you doing?
I'm okay. You play our cash giveaway. You are one of our winners tonight. So I'm calling you to confirm. Did you receive our message?
No, I haven't gone to the message.
Oh, come here. Go check your message. Your 5K already in your account.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You check your account first. Check it. Your bill in it. Okay. Let's take call from this number. Where is the diaspora line? Okay, I saw a couple of persons trying to get us from the diaspora line. Hello, good evening to you. Let's hear you quickly.
Thank you very much. I'm Sugar. I live on the Pipeline Road.
Okay.
One of the issues that you just expressed that I have interest in, and I think that we as Nigerians should stand. We thought that the world representation men that you actually put in the House of Parliament in order to help others who will not, because this is not, this is not a pure democracy that discusses representative democracy. But it's actually proving that the guys are not fit to be in our House of Legislature.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the points I want to really make here is that how possible would this be a fanatical fire to be telling other people that the reason why the president is traveling because we don't have money in this country. He's going to lobby around to get money for us to carry on some development in order to.
Come here. That's not a discussion now. Yeah, no, not a discussion. We're talking removal, people taking breath. So that what they do. One man say the president has to travel because the president is a new president, everything. That if he expresses opinion, yeah, all Chestasing already. Mr. Game Chestasing, to buy Chestasing. People not Chestasing will pass that stage. Then another group of people can say that take money, that solicit money, that receive money to remove him as speaker. The soliciting money aspect is grave. That corruption, that crime. This money, somebody you say more say let the president travel. Then the person, my man, don't do that in the oil to them, man. Let's take maybe 2 more persons and then we can go around the table. Hello, let's hear you.
How are you, Mr. Austin Kavar?
I'm okay tonight. The fact that you all can follow the show, but I'm disappointed in the legislature.
Okay, today I'm calling for Cloud. I did people listen, citizen of the community for District 14. And my view is that I want to say this. If the government is looking for a backing, the government is looking for backing. While I see that the government is looking for backing, they want to look for power to put the CDC up front that the CDC government or the CDC party is not giving the chance to run. They really want to run the government.
Okay, thank you very much. The government is looking for trouble. When they look for trouble, when you say when you look for trouble, not look for you look for trouble, you get it. Trouble not look for man look for trouble. Any guys want to sound like that? So no issue. Hello. Good evening to you.
Yes.
What is your name? Say your name again. Adam Murray. Saw the text?
Yeah, I saw the text.
Okay. Haard talk say congratulations, okay? Okay. Yeah, that's one of the winners here tonight. Let's take this person from this end. Hello, good evening to you.
Yeah, hello.
How are you? Let's hear you.
Yeah, my name is William Corey. I'm joining from Broadview.
From Broadview, let's hear you.
Okay, Austin, you know why? It's almost, and you know that if people you say a bride good, they say when the animal join the trap, when you for anything get in the hand, they can grab it.
Oh yeah.
So okay, so they're trying to say that the people they are not going nowhere, they are almost few, but they are checking around and to find means that they can include the other people in. So we should be very careful. We have to be careful if we get out to see, we should see, we get year to year with year. If our people will see that they will go up there and then turn our back to all, then we don't have a problem with that. But they shouldn't forget to know that it's not all to it. They will still come back to all in the community and then ask all again to renew, to re-vote for them. So they really need home down there. So they're trying to put everybody here in a real or to spread on them. So Austin, that's why I'm saying we still remain and we will stay stem. We will continue to be remain mute until the only thing we don't want to see in the place here is disadvantage. If you bring disadvantage, country that not so big that we can lodge complaint because we just the mama and papa and children. We lodge complaint. If we can, then we will march to you and then you'll run to win.
Thank you very much. Let's take this person. Hello, good evening. Let's hear you.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, I am Samuel K. Dole, the friend forming the voice of the voiceless.
Go ahead.
I am so much disappointed in people that people call them honorable. These guys, majority of them, their plan and purpose is to destroy the image of Liberia. You see, why would you be wicked of someone who is trying to put light to where darkness is? They all are sitting down, they are not saying nothing, they are not talking nothing about it. See, these are things that now when we think about it, when election coming, when other people say they're not voting, or going about talking to them, and they say that voting, so now we're going to be grieving. When we look at this thing, when they call them lawmakers, they go there in the house, try to damage and destroy the image of the government.
Thank you very much. Good evening to you. Let's hear you. Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Austin Kawa. I'm calling you from Freedom FM, and you are live on Hard Talk. What is your name?
You speaking with Semeta Jaba.
Semeta Jaba.
Yeah.
You already know what I'm calling you for, right?
Yeah.
You saw the message?
I saw the message. Thank you.
Okay, Semeta, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Okay, Semeta is one of our many winners here tonight. Yes, we have less than 4 minutes to go. So, we can wrap up on the show tonight. We will be back here tomorrow with additional information. Ronald Dubayu, I saw your reaction to what I said. What I say is just 2% of what I have. So, you see, Freedom Hard Talk is going to aid the LCC in the investigation because we have clues that we can share with the LCC. That's what we do here at Freedom Hard Talk. So, Mr. Gamer Dubai, we have to go.
Yeah, for us to sum up on here, I'd like to say thanks to our folks who follow us on Gila Hard Talk FM 107 live on the radio. Continue to follow that link. Austin, on this issue,
Mr. Gamer, you are really low tonight. Actually, the audience have been complaining that you and Dubai were coming in too low. So maybe you need to be more, punchy.
I looking at the signals here. Maybe you should advise people to restart their gadgets. You know,
okay.
Yeah. Usually that what happens when you gotta restart the gadget so that it refreshes and then the volume will go up just like that. You ask somebody else, they'll tell you, say I'm okay. But what I was trying to say here is this false takeover or attempted coup to overthrow Speaker J. Funati Kofa has, you see what Comfort Mamite says, I'm loud and clear. It has the tentacles, the phalanges, the hands, the body, everything of Joseph Boyka is attached to this. All right, from all indication. So we want to call on the speaker to set up an investigative team, a impeachment proceeding inquiry team, an impeachment inquiry team against Joseph Boyka, because if he engages in such an act, it's a felony, it's a crime by the president. You can't do that. Okay? To subvert our democracy, to overthrow the sitting speaker. This is a January 6th redo in Monrovia, Liberia, by Boyka and cohorts. And so an inquiry team, impeachment team should be set up by Funati Kofa, and he should not be afraid to do the right thing. The Liberian people will stand with him.
Dubayu?
Yep, so The dishonorable members of the honorable house should stop embarrassing our country. We need to do more. Yes, there are a lot of dishonorable people in an honorable house, and they are criminally ascribing to themselves honorable. They are not honorable. Honorable men and women do not embarrass our country. Honorable men and women are not captured or on camera receiving bribe, standing for money in darkness. Honorable men and women confront the issues before broad daylight, and they are never afraid to confront the issue once the issues are factual. So we this entire week we're going to engage this topic. Tomorrow we are hoping sessions will be held. Let's see the outcome of the session, and I'm guessing it's going to determine the pathway of our conversation tomorrow. Thank you for listening to us. Thank you for entrusting us. We are here to always provide adequate information for you. Thank you very much.
No doubt. Thank you.
Okay, let's say thanks to all of you. Randa Dubayu, Mr. Michael Gilman.
Okay, let's go.
Thanks to all of you for listening to us via our online radio, Facebook Live, our YouTube channel. Thanks to Talk FM, the Digging Deeper crew there, of GD Hard Talk, for screaming live and carrying live this broadcast. Thanks to DTV Online, the team is doing great. Relaying this show every day. Thanks to Cram Stepper Liberia of OMSM Science for the sponsorship. And thanks to Radio Entertainment Liberia for the partnership. Congratulations to all of our winners tonight. Thanks to our producer, Duo Crusoe. My name is Austin. We shall be back here tomorrow by God's grace. Until we see tomorrow, have yourselves blessed moments in your respective areas. Bye-bye.
But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. The people fool us.